everybody. It's your girl Deja Marie.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Tamara, aka the Fierce One.
What's up, Sophia Elizabeth, aka the Plug.
How y'all ladies doing tonight?
We are doing okay. It's been already interesting getting here and getting started, but we're good now.
I know your traffic is crazy. Oh yeah, I missed you guys. I haven't seen y'all in a while. I feel like.
No, me either.
How have you been, Sophia?
Good. I've been awesome. Same old, same old.
Yeah, I've had a rough week. I actually got into a hit and run accident this week. I was actually parked at a traffic light in Orange County, and all of a sudden, a big boom came from behind. So me and my friend, it was.
You were just sitting still when it hit you?
Standing still. It was the most tragic thing ever.
Oh my God.
Did your airbags deploy?
No, the airbags didn't supply, but now I know what people say, like when you get into an accident, you kind of have that like scared to drive feeling, I don't know, kind of shooken up.
Yeah.
So all I know is we were parked at the light and a big boom just came. So that's when we realized like, oh my God, we really just got hit. So we jumped out the car and it was this older black male in his like 30s and
he's older in his like
not
30s.
In his 30s, not in his 30s. I meant no, my bad. I meant actually like 50s. I said 30s. I'm a little shooken up. I'm still shooken up from the accident.
Okay, we're gonna let that slide. We're gonna let.
No, but so his eyes was like bloodshot red and he would not get out the car for nothing. So that's when my friend ran over to our car to get his phone. I guess he had a feeling that the guy was gonna drive off. And that's exactly what he did. He put the car in reverse and almost hit the car behind him, trying to get away. And he hurried up and got the license plate. But luckily I had a witness that also seen it too, and he like chased the man down. And I thought I was fine, but when I got out the car like 5 minutes later, my whole back was like numb.
Did you call the paramedics?
No, seriously. They were about to, but I was like, no, I don't feel like going through all that. So I just
wait a minute.
Well, you definitely need a police report.
To do that.
No, he drove us to the hospital though. So I went to the hospital and the police came and I don't know if they called the guy by tomorrow.
You were supposed to get out and your neck, your back, everything hurt.
No, everything really did hurt. That's why I'm pressing charges.
I know, so you should have called the damn ambulance and let them put you on that goddamn bed.
Well,
yeah, because you rack up a bill and that goes for your insurance.
Well, luckily the hospital's right down the street, so he drove us there and they gave me medicine and I gotta do like physical therapy and everything. But my car is total.
Yeah, you gotta be careful though with these people in LA because if you start like trying to approach them when they're trying to leave, he could have had a gun on him or something like that. So it's better to just let the motherfucker just drive off. Like.
Yeah, I mean 2 things. He was driving a BMW, so either he was drunk and just didn't want to get caught, or he didn't have insurance. So I'm hoping that it's the first one. So we're gonna see what happens.
Right. Let him sober up and then.
Yeah, no, it was crazy.
Get his insurance.
Yeah, so I don't know. My whole car is messed up, but I mean it could have been worse. So.
Sorry.
So y'all know how I've been looking for love in the community.
I can't deal with you.
I prayed for it, right? I prayed for this.
You
got your wish.
I said exactly what I wanted, and lo and behold, last night I was surrounded by about 10 of them. All of them. It was crazy.
Wait, where was you at, Tim?
I was at my job. 10 Crips came in. No,
I can't deal with you right now.
From dark to light to educated to dumb to young. I was like, oh shit, and they was all on me. I was like, okay, I'm a G tonight. But you know what? I thought that I was gonna like that, but it was actually kind of scary. Like I didn't. I'm like, damn. It was scary.
Why was it scary?
Because first of all, I didn't know who was what. I didn't know for sure if they was all together, if they was separated. Some had on black, some had on blue. I didn't know if one might be GDs and I didn't know what was going on, and they were talking amongst each other and they were being aggressive. So I wasn't sure what was going on. Then I seen them laugh and I was like, oh, everything's okay. But
and I'm sure, Tamara, you stuck out like a sore thumb. They probably like, oh, you ain't around from these parts.
Yes, and they came up all chummy and shit. And one was really, really fine though.
You said all chubby?
Chummy. Oh. They were being chummy and nice, but yeah. So I just thought I'd share that experience with y'all.
No, I'm not gonna lie. They do got some cute guys in the hood though. There you go. So it just depends on what someone could be a little crazy, but
turned on
they are fine.
The same motherfucking time.
Right.
But anyway, so what's going on around the block?
Wait, so was you with her, Sophia?
Hell no. Nah.
What's she
First
gonna
of all,
say?
what I do know, out of all them years I've been out in the streets, I will not fuck with no crip nigga, no crip dick, or no hood nigga. No, I do not. No, hell
I sound
no.
like her right now. You lying.
lie. No, because first of all, they will go in your purse when you sleep. That's number one.
No,
Damn.
No, I actually did hear her say that a couple times.
Wait a
No crib.
minute. Wait a minute.
Are we talking about established Crips or are we talking about hood?
I mean, you know, some of them was established, some of them was the youngsters. One was like the G. He was real mature. You know, he was talking about how he went to college at Morehouse. Then there was
Wait.
Yeah,
You said
he
the
was,
Crip said he went to college at
yeah,
Morehouse?
he was showing me his little tats. He was in a little frat and all kind of shit.
He was
But
educated.
educated Crip. I said, that's what I need in my life.
Right.
Tell me to shut the fuck down. Anyways, what else going on? What's going on
we
today?
can't stay on this topic a little bit longer.
Oh,
first of all,
shit.
because you got to go down the list of the reasons why.
So what's your reason, Sophia? You
Well,
would say
mainly because then all of a sudden you start hanging out with them. They start bringing all their boys to your house. Like just the drama of
What
the
kind of
hood.
Crip have
Like,
you been messing with? Cause
I never mess with no Crips.
Okay, you first of all, a real gangster ain't bringing everybody to the house.
Yeah.
A real man and a real gangster is not gonna bring everybody around.
Yeah.
That's where they lay their head, and that's where they don't want all that there. Now they might have another little place in the block somewhere or something that he hang out, but
But the fact that he got to come to your house every time is an issue.
I didn't say my house. We gotta have a nigga with her own place.
Right.
A lot of these hood niggas don't be having their own place because they stay with their baby mama.
I don't know who you been messing with.
I don't mess with Crips. I mess with NBA and NFL. Don't you remember?
There's some rich Crips. You better check the facts, man.
Yeah, they do. But I agree with you though. I've dealt with I've dealt with types, both kinds. But I would say my experience with a Crip, he did not let nobody come to his house. And when he did that one time, he did get burned. Somebody actually robbed him.
Oh no.
See, they be paranoid. I can't deal with that paranoia. Like, I need my nigga to know it. But,
But yeah, I like him a little more clean cut. But I'll be cool with you though. You know, I'm not like
Yeah, good.
from the hood.
There she goes. I'm gonna break every stereotype y'all say. She said I need one a little more clean cut, but they that too.
Yeah, no, they do got some clean cut, but I mean, I've dealt with a few different types of guys, but I would say my preference now, today, wouldn't be a Crip, but I'll be friends with one.
Would you date one that's retired?
Retired.
A retired Crip.
there ain't no such thing.
There is a such thing.
I mean, you can't help where you come from. It all depends.
Listen, there's some on the front line, and then there's some that sit back and give the orders.
You know what?
Yeah,
There's
the
a lot.
boss. Yeah.
There's a lot of worry about too, though, if they still involved in the activity of gang activity. It's like you gotta worry about them coming home and all that, and it's just not worth it to me. Like, I never really mess with no hood guys because they just seem like they're too much drama.
Yeah.
But what guys aren't drama anymore? So
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think the hood determines it though. I really don't. So I mean,
well, then go get you a hood nigga. Let's find out.
I'm sure he's on his way.
So see? So how'd the ending day go last night, Tamara? Did you get his number or what?
I got 3 of their numbers.
Oh.
You know, I played the dating game. I interviewed each and every one, and 3 of them I got the numbers because I thought it'd just be fun. So
No, it is an
I hope they ain't
experience.
listening to this.
How about you just hang out with all 3 of them at one time and see how that works?
All right.
Speed dating.
That's gonna be ugly. They were already like
You can handle it.
Competitive, I guess you should say.
You can handle it. You're a Virgo.
But I feel like there's some good and bad in every man. But if y'all could build a man, how would y'all say y'all would build y'all's? Because I mean, I want somebody that's very educated, but you gotta have a little hood smart too.
Yeah.
You gotta be street smart.
Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah. So how would you build yours, Timber?
I like a man that's passionate. I like a man that's protective. Passionate, protective, educated.
What else?
I do want him to be balanced, street smart, and a little hood in him at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about it.
You forget one, I think.
What?
She is forgetting it. Rich. That should have been first.
That is
And
not. I mean, I want, of course, you want someone to be able to provide.
Yeah.
A provider. Let me say that. Provide, protect, profess.
And you
All
have
3.
to be sexually compatible.
Yeah,
That's a big,
for
big
sure.
thing.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you're gonna cheat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
for
how
sure.
some people wait until they have sex to get married. Like, I never understand that because I've heard stories of the guys, or the girl waiting and then the guy's dick was small.
And vice
that's
versa.
a deal breaker for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
dude was just
well,
telling
she
me.
likes small dicks, but between us.
I like a variety.
No, the dude was actually just telling me
Little
too.
tickles all right sometimes.
But no, a dude was just telling me that a girl made him wait, and when he finally did try it out, it was terrible. So, I mean, I think if we all adults, if the connection is there.
Hold on.
Yeah,
They
there's
got
no
married?
time limit.
No, not married,
Oh, okay.
but they were dating for a while, and she was like, oh, my religion, I'm going to wait, to have sex, I'm going to save it to the end. when I finally did do it, he said it wasn't even worth the wait.
I had that happen to me too, though.
Oh, really?
But he even sent me dick pics, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is nothing compared. Like, he must have got really close and took the picture. But I was like, hell yeah.
Somebody else's dick pic.
Nothing. I mean, it's worse than a 6-inch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't think sex on the first date matters. Depending on, you know, if you have a connection with somebody, he's still going to talk to you after if y'all really have that connection.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's more so you should put a time limit on it. Have y'all did that before? Like had an experience where you waited to have sex on? Or
I mean, yeah.
That's what I just said. I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It just was horrible.
I like when a man courts you. It is attractive when a man's courting you. Like, let's go out to eat, let's get to know each other. But then it's also fun to have a sexual connection, like you said.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I'm not trying to wait. Let's go, like get this over with. But it goes without saying sometimes. You know what I mean? Like you don't be like, oh, Monday we're gonna have sex. Like you know, like you just know.
Yeah, like the connection. Yeah, the energy got to be matching up.
But I don't want a guy to brush up all over me too and trying to hunt me every time I'm giving him a hug.
No,
like
seriously.
that's just disgusting and gross. But guys who are fine, who are good in bed, kind of know how to just body language you without being a pervert. You know, that makes you want to just give it to them anyway. Yeah.
But wait a minute, y'all. We gotta go back. We gotta go to break right now.
Yeah. So on that note,
and we got our special guest.
Yes, we got our special guest, Barbie.
We got Barbie from Black Ink Crew of Compton in the house.
Building. So on that note, we'll be right back for the champagne party.
You are listening to Marcus King Presents Dash Comedy.
Oh.
What's up, y'all? This is Tamara, and you are tuning in to Champagne Party. What's up, y'all? We got our guest in the building, Barbie from Black Ink of Compton.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, girl.
Hey.
How you doing today? How you doing?
Sensational. How are you?
Man, we are amazing. You're amazing. We're happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me. You guys look great.
Now,
you guys look great.
you know, we actually were at the parlor for the opening of the show, and I remember seeing you. I was like, man, she's fine as hell.
Thank you.
Can't wait to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
That
were
was a
just
great
watching
night.
one of the episodes too where we thought you were gonna slap the little Mexican girl. We were like, get her! Come on!
I was like, please.
Somebody! Come on, I'm supposed to be Compton, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Yeah, a lot of people hit me up about that today. Like, I wish you would have smacked her. You put her in her place.
You
Yeah.
deserved it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got thrown off for Compton. You know, somebody got to slap one of these bitches and they know it's acting up. But you did it classy though, you know. Nowadays, you got to take the high road.
What I will say about that, just stay tuned.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot more coming.
I was gonna ask
okay.
you. I was like,
Yeah.
what did y'all make up after that? Are y'all okay with her? But I'm glad y'all came together and you stood up for old girl because she needed that.
Yeah, I mean, She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, Voodoo is
Such
the
a
best
sweetheart.
for sure. She was a guest on the show, I think, last week. Yeah, so, yeah, definitely.
She's amazing. I feel like I had to stand up.
Yeah.
So what's going on? How you feeling about the new season? Like the success that you, like, how does it feel?
It's surreal. Like watching myself on TV. I don't want to say it hasn't hit me yet, but every time I watch it, I'm like, wow, like I'm really on TV, and this is crazy. And like my social media, you can tell when people are watching it because I just start getting followers, and then people in my DMs hitting me up, and especially after yesterday, like, girl, we love you. You've been kind of quiet until now, and you just popped off on the line. We needed that. I'm like, okay, cool. Y'all love me now. Keep that same energy when I really start popping off on people. Keep that same energy.
Exactly.
Okay, I was feeling it out for a minute. Now the bitch is here.
And sometimes it's necessary.
It's very necessary, especially dealing with these guys in the shop. It is very necessary.
I can see that.
Yeah, so you were friends with KP for a long time.
Yeah, very long time.
Yeah, so that's how you guys came together. But majority of the other people, are they all new or?
Ink's been around for a little while, but everyone else besides KP, Ink, and Tim, I knew before the show.
So you did know Tim.
Yeah, I knew Tim.
He's always been child.
She liked him at first. She was like,
Ooh, child.
until he started being petty.
I don't know where this side of Tim came from,
The
but
camera.
it's a different Tim.
Oh, see,
It's a different Tim.
when I seen him on the red carpet, I was like, that's my type right there, man. After watching a few times, I'm like, never mind. Yeah.
If he would just stand there and not say anything,
Yeah, she's
you'd be like, okay, he seems like he's cool,
Like,
you know? And then, and then as soon as he starts talking, you're like, try again. No, I'm cool.
But so was television ever in the plans for you? Like,
Never.
So-
I never thought I'd be on TV. My family always thought I would. My friends thought I would. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm cool. I do something behind the scenes. I never thought that I needed someone. Everyone else did, but like when I told my family about it before I even signed my contract, they're like, you better do that. Like, this is for you. You're destined to do it. You know how your personality is. You need to be on TV. I was like, all right, well, more income for me. Shit.
Exactly. Exactly. Income and exposure.
That part. That's definitely what I wanted to do.
Right. And y'all, we have our guest Barbie from Black King out here. She's talking to us right now, telling us what's going on.
So what's your type of man? Are you single? Gasp before the answer.
I am not single.
Oh, okay.
I actually do have a boyfriend.
So that's why you act like you got some sense.
Yeah, I have to.
So you've always had a boyfriend throughout this experience that you're going through, or is it new?
We've been off and on.
Oh,
But
okay.
we're about almost 3 years in now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, we're doing really, really great right now.
So is he?
Thank you, Jesus.
Shout out to that. So is he in the entertainment industry as well?
No, he's not. But he does make an appearance on the show.
No, okay.
Cool.
Yeah, well, that's a good balance because I know sometimes it's easier dating somebody in the industry because they kind of understand like the hours and
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
So how does he feel about you being in the limelight and him kind of
He's
falling
very
back?
supportive. He's very, very supportive. He was at the premiere with me. I don't know if you guys saw him, but he's supportive. He lets me be. At first, it was a little tricky.
Mm-hmm.
And, I kind of started bringing him along with me on set, and he understood more. And he's like, okay, I see why you're here for 12, 13 hours.
Right.
He loves it. He's like, shine, babe, do you?
Aww. Have you had any DM slides from men that?
I've had the DMs from men, from their sisters, from their cousins. One girl was DMing me like crazy. I had to block her. She's like, my NBA cousin wants to holler at you. Are you single? I didn't
Did
reply.
she say his name? Because I might know who he is.
She didn't say his name.
No, because I know a guy who sends girls in to ask for numbers.
I believe it. I believe it.
I think I know who you're talking about because I know exactly who somebody is.
Yeah, no, but she didn't say a name. She just kept saying her NBA cousin, NBA cousin. And she's like, girl, no, I don't want your cousin.
So that is out of control. It's such a
Yeah.
small world that they do that. But it's like if you have enough balls to send someone my DM, you need to come in
That part.
and speak because then obviously you might have a woman or a baby mama or somebody
It's
crazy.
something, right, exactly. And there's no time for that.
And the fact that a girl would do another man's dirt is also like, girl, what are you getting out of it?
When it comes to family members, though, they're probably on payroll. You know how
Exactly.
it is. So he's like,
Yeah.
I need you to hit this girl up. Cool. All right, I hit her up. They on payroll, so they can do what they want to do.
Nice. Okay.
Now we were speaking earlier about dating. I guess you would say Crips, but we were more talking about men from the hood.
I was back here kicking and you guys were saying, child, been there, done that. I was more along the blood stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of advice would you give to the camera who wants to be a future good wife?
Whatever.
Right.
Or what was your? Or what
Don't
was?
do it. I already know.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Unless he's, like you said, retired or just established and over it, but don't do it. girl.
See, that's what I was saying though. That's what I would. If I was to go there, it would have to be someone that is kind of over that
Yeah.
phase, but still has that little hood in them. Because that's the part I need to control me because I'm a little, I'm a little hard. So yeah, you gotta have some aggression. But of course, I've dated one before. I dated a guy that was a Crip actually recently, and that kind of scarred me when it came to those type of men. So I do one different now, y'all.
Whatever. You just said you wanted to explore the danger side, like.
I mean, until the danger came to me, and I was like, oh shit.
I think I like this.
When he asks you to put the gun in your purse, you gotta think twice. Like,
Exactly. The gun and drugs, girl. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Now, are you from Compton?
No, I'm actually from Cerritos, which is about
Okay,
like
okay.
maybe 15 minutes away from Compton.
Yeah.
Not too far.
So what was your experience like, Barbie, when you dated somebody, from the hood? Did you like it, or was it like normal to you?
I was young, so yeah, I liked it. It was a thrill to it. Like, my nigga from he this, he is super blood. Like,
Right.
you can't say nothing to me. My nigga gonna shoot you. But it got to the point, like, we couldn't go certain places in his car. Certain cities we couldn't go to, certain streets we couldn't drive down. Like, yeah,
Right.
I don't really want this for my life.
It was kind of like an adventure, right?
It was exciting in the beginning, and then after a while, when it's like, okay, you can't wear this color, we can't go here, and blah blah blah, and I was getting phone calls like, hey, we just shot up the club.
Wait, so
I'm about to
you
come
was
home.
deep in
I was
there.
just like,
Right.
oh, no, I don't want this. And I got out.
I want one that's gonna keep me out of that though. I don't want
You're
look.
older one.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you hopped in the car with a guy who just killed somebody?
Wait,
No,
hold on.
I did not say that. I
Yes, you
said
did.
he ran up on me. I was coming off from work, and a guy that had just killed someone ran up on me. Now at the time I didn't know that that's what had happened, but he was kind of frantic. And I'm like, oh shit, like what's wrong with you? Like, and just started talking because I don't know why, but a lot of strangers usually open up to me. Guy started talking, he was like, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. And then he starts crying, people don't listen to me. And then he goes to say, I just committed a murder.
Oh,
and I literally prayed with him. Like we prayed, we talked about God, we talked about so many things. Because I was sitting outside of my job for like an hour waiting myself, and it was like 2 a.m. But he wasn't a threat, I didn't feel threatened. Like he literally like broke down crying. So yeah, it did happen.
But I mean, sometimes men, can't help where they're born. They kind of need that woman to kind of help them get to that good side that they, want to get to. So, I mean, it all depends.
I feel like they just need some love. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. So how was it? So was your family surprised when you decided to get into, the entertainment industry?
No, they felt like this is where I always should have been.
Yeah.
I was more surprised than they were. Like when I brought it to my family before I even signed my contract, because when doing reality TV shows, they want to bring your family and everybody else. So I took all that into consideration.
Yeah.
And I let everybody know what was going on. And they're like, you better do it. Like, yes, sign up. This is you. You were made for this. Like half of LA probably already hates you, so now half America can hate you.
Right?
Now you're getting paid for people to hate you. Do it.
Well, that's good.
That's all right. They only hate you because you're real. That's all.
Yeah, that part. That part.
So now, what's your astrology sign, Barbie?
Sagittarius.
Oh, free spirit. Okay, crazy. I always ask. I guess. Yeah, I always ask.
Very, very headstrong. Yes.
Oh yeah, that means fire.
That's why you got haters then. That's it.
I've had it my whole life. I just embrace it. I've always said with me, there's no in between. Either you love me or you hate me.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna keep it real with you. And if you hate me, oh well, bye.
Right.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, you definitely seem more of the level-headed one in the group as far as like being able to like mediate all the drama and you know how to handle the boys better than the other ones. They're more like emotional and you seem like the older sister, I guess, to the girls that are there. But I really don't like the new one that came around. Her attitude seems really she seems too like arrogant, I guess.
Yeah, she came in ready.
Herself.
She came in ready. She came in like season 3. Like I'm here. I've been tatting. Like I got this. Y'all just can't see me.
Now, is that how she really is in person, or is it like they put a little extra on the show? Because I know they try to.
Or did she put extra?
I mean, I will say on the show all of us are a little bit extra. It's season 1, we got to give you guys something. But at the end of the day, I do actually like her. Okay. She is a sweetheart, but it's one of those you got to believe in yourself. Yeah. If you don't, then nobody else will. So in this industry, you got to have that cocky attitude and feel like I'm it. Because if you don't feel like you're it, no one else is gonna feel like you're it.
Right.
Yeah,
so I can't knock her for that.
Right. Yes. She seems like she's more trying to have the men like her though, versus the women, which it's easy when you got big tits. I know from experience.
Yeah. I mean, but double D's over here. Trust me.
Hey, let me see. Yes, girl. See, we're the titty crew. But definitely, I mean, she just maybe rubbed everyone the wrong way. But
she rubbed us the wrong way when she first stepped in. Like, excuse me, say what?
Right.
Doing what?
Right, because she came in as you guys were already shooting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. And I was kind of blindsided.
Right.
And it's like,
they threw a curveball.
Yeah, it was definitely a curveball. We chilling and she's like, "Hi, I'm the new tattoo artist." I'm like, "Excuse me, say what?"
Yeah.
Like we were all stopped. Like, who is this little girl coming in here?
Let us know she was
it seems like they need those curveballs amongst the women mostly. Because the men, they don't do that to them in any of the Black Ink shows. They don't.
It's a female thing. I guess females are more territorial. Like, it was me, Nessie, and Boo Boo. We were cool. We had our little circle. And then another girl comes in. We're like, oh, who are you? Like, we don't take too kindly into the females coming in. Guys are like, okay, he cool, whatever. But females are like, hold on, sis. What's your motive? What are you doing here?
Exactly.
Are you going to try to fuck my man? What's going on? Like, you never know. So, with little Alana, I would say she's cool, but I just want y'all to keep watching.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can't wait.
So after Black Ink, is there anything else that you plan to do in the near future, or?
I don't know yet. I'm still kind of taking the whole Black Ink thing in, hopefully season 2.
Nice.
I actually have an online boutique called Vanity Bane, so I run that, and eventually I want to have a store.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
eventually I want to have a
So
store.
how do we get to Vanity Bane?
You can go online. It's www.shopvanitybane.com, and our Instagram is shopvanitybane.
Nice.
So right now we're about to take a break, and we're gonna come back and ask you some personal questions.
All right, let's go.
And you're gonna show us your boutique.
Yes, I definitely will.
Awesome. Now that is Miss Barbie from Black Ink Crew Compton. And now tell everybody where they can find.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Daisha.
Daisha,
trying to kick me out already.
No, not yet. Okay, and we'll be right back, and we'll tell you a little bit more about Miss Barbie.
It's 30 minutes per minute.
We don't have 30 minutes.
Girl, what's up, girl?
What's up? I'm still here.
So we need to know about your boutique. We need to know like what kind of stuff you have on there. You know, do you have any lingerie? Like,
I don't
do you have any
lingerie.
sex toys?
Yeah,
This girl over there
whoop,
like
child.
6-inch dildos.
I mean, I do too, but I'm not in the business of selling them yet.
Thank you, goddamn somebody.
You
6
gave me
inches?
a great idea, though.
6 inches.
You like 6 inch
Dildos,
dildos?
let me tell you, they save you from being a hoe.
Right.
She thinks that.
That's how I look at it. It's like, because if not, you're going to make that call, you're going to regret it. But if you got your dildo, you take it out your drawer, do what you got to do, and put it back, and you don't regret it later.
Right.
You don't got to kick a nigga out.
Well, in her
Yeah.
case, it's in her purse, but
I'm not messing.
In your
I
purse.
say that no, it was just to get here. It was in my purse. That's
Hey,
it.
Miss Janet Jackson, anytime, any place. Okay.
but let us know about
your.
your boutique.
Yeah, like how did you get started?
So it's called Vanity Paint. I guess you can call my mother-in-law. We were sitting one day and she asked me, what do I want to do besides, working? And I've always been passionate about having an online boutique and eventually a store. And she pumped me up like, let's do it. So she helped me do everything online. And I started going downtown, doing a little shopping. I did the first photo shoot for it myself, set everything up online myself, and I've just been doing it ever since.
Awesome.
Now, what type of clothing would you say it fits in? Like, is it like sexy?
It's
or
definitely
type-
sexy, sexy female clothing.
Okay.
I kind of have, stuff you can wear every day too. It's not just for one sexy. I try to get stuff for everybody.
Sexy,
but-
classy.
But yeah, but you can't please everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't please
Yeah,
everybody.
you can't.
I've had a couple people come at me like, that looks cute on you, but it's not gonna look cute on me. Okay, sis, that's fine. Go somewhere else.
Right.
You don't have to. I can, point you in direction to some other boutiques that you might like.
Right.
It's not for everybody. I'm fine with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So but definitely check it out. I'm gonna have to get you guys some fits. for
Yeah,
sure.
no,
I'll
we
look out
want
for you.
to.
I'll definitely look out
We
for
want
you.
to. We want to do a little trip, to the new Black Ink. Yeah.
For
'Cause
sure.
I don't have any tattoos, but I'm thinking of getting my first one. Maybe
Okay.
we can go over there and
Yeah, I can
we can
definitely
have us
arrange
in
it.
there.
You guys can
Yeah.
come in and get tatted. You gotta come dressed like that though.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
I might need to cover up because I don't see any guys in that show that I like.
You don't gotta like them to come in here and be cute. 'Cause there ain't none on the show that I like either.
Right?
But
No,
you ain't
no.
gotta- just come
That's
cute.
good. No, that's
Right.
good.
Don't.
No,
Come
that's
camera
good. We
ready.
want to see how your man looks like because I know you probably have a fine one out there somewhere.
Yeah, my little boo, he cute or whatever.
She likes fuglies. I kind of like fuglies. I don't know what you like.
I don't
Have
me-
a type.
I don't think I have a type
No.
either. I mean, he has to be cute. I have to be able to look at you at night. But,
Right.
Yeah.
And wake up to you in the morning, all that great
Yeah.
stuff. I just take it.
But I'm more into personality too as well. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
gotta be drop dead gorgeous because a lot of the dudes that are drop dead gorgeous, they personality, they just don't be all the way there. You can't think you finer than me, so
That's right.
I'm
You
like,
can't take longer than me to get dressed, bro.
exactly.
Yeah, the pretty boys. Like, when you're in a relationship, we normally like to go left in here as far as talking about men. But what's the worst thing that a man has ever asked you when you're single to do something sexually? Like, what's the worst request that you've had?
Like, you'd be surprised. The worst thing that a guy asked me to do
While you were single.
while I was single, because I'm in a committed, faithful relationship.
We gotta let that be known.
very clear. I do not cheat. Okay.
All you DM sliders.
Yeah, you can slide a DM all you want, but me and my man probably looking at them together. Like,
Right.
What's up?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the best relationship to have.
yeah, he makes me laugh. He gives me nice. The worst thing a guy asked me to do, literally, he asked if he could drink my bathwater.
Oh, wow.
After I'd been sitting in it all night, it's like,
And he was serious.
He was dead ass serious. He was like, you're just so amazing. I don't want to touch you. He wanted to watch me take a bath. And he's like, I want to drink the water afterwards. I was like, yeah, you're blocked. You're definitely blocked.
Was he good looking at least?
Yeah, he was aight.
Yeah. See, I can't do that.
Yeah, but that made him ugly.
Right,
That
right.
made him so
Because
ugly.
drinking your bathwater is just a term. It's not literal.
And he literally wanted to.
Right. She's like, no, he really wanted to do that.
That's so weird.
And I was a big fan of R. Kelly, and he just thought, he's like, well, can I, golden shower you too? Excuse me, say
Well,
what?
that's the request I have.
Yeah, that's.
You know what?
I don't understand that.
So getting peed on.
Yeah. Well, he asked, can we drink each other's pee?
Ew.
Pee in each other's mouth.
No.
69. He wanted to do that.
Pee.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Okay,
people.
it's one thing to do at 69. It's one thing to actually urine in somebody's mouth.
Right.
Like, could he do that?
But a lot of people don't think that squirt is pee. I think it's pee.
It's okay. It's not. there's
Thank
a
you,
little
Barbie.
there's a little bit of it in there, but it's really not pee.
Someone else said that.
Only saying because I'm a squirter and I had to like.
Oh.
I was like, what is? Yeah, sorry. That wet.
That's out the bag.
Let me find out, Barbie.
Find out, like, girl.
I need the
So
water
Barbie,
guns.
what do you have coming up? Like, do you have any? What do you have coming
She
up?
just gonna change.
I know, no.
Right, come on, man. We're talking about squaring. You were talking about what's coming up.
No, we need to know.
Right.
It just got hot in
Okay,
here.
hot. No, we need to know though, okay? Because for the people who think it's pee, it's not pee. It's only a little bit of pee.
It's a little bit of pee, but it's really not.
But see,
that's
if you
so
feel like
different.
you're
I did
gonna
not know
pee,
that.
you're not gonna
I
let it
did.
go, you know? So
And
what's
that's
the
what I
trick?
thought. That's what I thought
Me
at first.
too.
Like the first time it happened to me, I was like, oh my god, I just
so
peed on myself.
embarrassed. Yes.
And then I had to look it up. I was like, wait, I was like, I'm a squirter. I got superpowers. Hold on.
Yes, you
I was
do.
like, let me find out. I'm
Yes,
really
the
super
fuck.
Extra powers.
Yes, yes,
do you
the
think
fuck
that you
you
just
do.
experienced because the guy you're with brought it out of you, or you always been the squirter?
I have not always been a squirter.
Oh, okay.
Well, I probably have, but I didn't know.
You didn't know. Yeah.
I didn't know. And honestly, it wasn't a guy that brought it out.
Wait a minute. Wow.
It wasn't a female either.
So
Wait a minute.
toy.
It was a toy. That's how I learned that I
I'm
could do
annoyed.
that.
I'm
Yeah.
annoyed.
I got the pleasure of doing that.
I'm
But
annoyed.
you know, I did hear that.
Because honestly,
hella mad.
before I probably almost did, and I was scared thinking that I was gonna pee, so I didn't.
Right.
I do that
And
to a lot
so
of
with the
girls.
toy, it was just like, oh Lord, I can't control it, and then just here
You
comes
let it
I
go.
flood the gates.
What kind of toy was it? I'm asking
I know.
for
Can we
myself.
We asking for a friend.
So,
I'm asking for myself, even though I like toys. I want to know.
girl, you gotta
Is
get
it the rabbit?
I didn't like them for the longest. I was like, I'm not never doing that shit.
Yeah, I'm not a
I was
toy
like,
user.
that's weird. How am I supposed to just lay there by myself? And
Yeah.
but you have to learn your body if you
Yeah.
want somebody else to really satisfy you. You gotta know what you
She
actually like.
knows.
Right.
And
That's
the toy is actually, I was like, wait, this is what I like. So I need to tell him to do this and touch here and stay
Yeah.
here, and that's gonna get me there. Because
Yeah.
before sex was just like, all right, this is cool. Are you done yet? You came.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came too. Woo.
Yeah,
let's
you
go.
couldn't climb back.
You know, right?
You know, it's crazy because all my other two Sag friends, they're squirters too. So maybe it's a Sag thing.
It might be
crazy.
a
I
sad
don't
thing.
know.
We are some of the best, honey. It
I'm
might be.
talking about that.
Now, let's get back to what
Say
this
it.
toy was, though, before, you know.
Okay, I don't recall the name of it, but I don't recall the name of it, but I know it was like $175, and it was like
Oh,
that.
she got that good one.
No, it was. I was like, if I'm gonna go big, I'm gonna go big. And
Oh,
it was
hold
like
on,
that.
girl. Let me hear what you about to do.
It was like a full on like penis, but it had like a little butterfly thing for the clit. So and then the
Bunny
penis. Yeah, and the penis goes in circles and round and round. I was like, oh, well, child. It does stuff that actual penis can't really do. But the trick was the little butterfly thing at the.
Now, what's this toy
Yeah.
called?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll look it up for y'all. I got it at
Is it rubber or is
It's
it
rubber.
plastic? Oh,
It's
okay,
rubber.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so I'm not
rubber.
doing no plastic.
So,
To make
And how many
you,
inches
make you
was
squirt
it?
9,000.
I don't. It's probably about that big.
It ain't that big. You don't need
But
all that.
I normally actually don't even really use the penis part because I like to keep my vag nice and tight.
Right. So you use the
So
clit part.
I'm saving my walls, you know.
Right,
there. So I just use
I know
the
that's
little
right,
clip part and just get that stimulation to keep it tight.
I for some reason
okay.
thought that to squirt you would need the you know.
you don't need that. Strictly clitoris. That's
You
it.
know what? You need to have some sex classes so we can learn this, girl, because
Girl, right?
Is it something you can
Barbie
You can make
sex
it do it.
classes.
It's definitely something you can learn.
You can learn to squirt.
Yeah.
You can make it squirt from the inside.
Damn.
You can, yeah, from the inside it's a little bit more tricky, but
Yeah.
you can.
Shit.
I mean, I will say that that too, but look at me, that too, but I was embarrassed as well, so.
Yeah, if it feels like pee, we ain't gonna let it go.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I did hear too, it's like a mental thing. Like you gotta be in a right.
relax, huh?
Yeah, like you gotta
Relax.
really push it out apparently.
You don't have to. You have to relax.
You gotta really push it out.
You have to relax it
That's what I
because if you're
heard.
trying to, you're thinking too hard about it.
Yeah.
If you just relax and just let your body do what it wants, girl, you gonna flood the gate.
Okay. Perfect. Now tell everybody where they can find you at social media, Rise.
My social media Instagram account is at Barbie Baby. That's BarbieBie007. I literally just signed up for Twitter like 2 days ago. My Twitter is what is my Twitter? Oh, Barbie Baby underscore no. Fuck my life.
Just go to Instagram.
Yeah, just go to my Instagram because I don't even know what my Twitter is. I just use it to look at when people talk shit about the show.
Nice. And that is Barbie with Black Ink Crew. Now, what day does the show come on?
Every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on VH1. Make sure you guys tune in. I will say this, next week, shit gets lit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, we like it. We're definitely gonna be tuning in.
Yeah.
Literally,
we've
it's lit,
been.
so be ready.
Yeah, and we're glad that they brought the Black Ink to California West
Me
Coast.
too.
Yes,
Because I'm
definitely.
tired of I mean, I love all Black Inks, but the East Coast and the Chicago was getting a little too
We
much.
needed more West Coast on the team.
We
definitely
do.
need more West Coast
We
on
need
TV, so
more West
definitely.
Coast.
Now you guys got it, and we were bringing the West Coast heat for y'all. So
Yeah,
stay
and
tuned.
Perfect.
You're a part of our champagne party. We're definitely gonna bring you back.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so
sure.
much again.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Perfect. And we'll be back with our next guest.
Ooh, yay.
Okay, welcome back to the champagne party, and we just wrapped it up with our guests. But now we have a new guest, and we got Mr. Josh Stone in the building.
How you doing? Champagne party. What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
And you know what? He came bearing gifts, which I love so much. Thank you so much,
You are
Josh.
very
That was
welcome.
amazing. That was one of our best
Always.
out of any guest.
Always for you beautiful ladies.
Entrance.
Always.
Got the
Yes.
champagne party
Always.
jumping off.
Real vibes only.
Definitely.
Real vibes only.
For sure.
Now, what is that all about? The real vibes only.
Just there's so many people in this industry that you come across, and I'm just a really believer in energy. So I just don't have time for like fake vibes or any
Right.
of that
Yeah.
like bullshit. So I came up with the real vibes only, and that's the stamp.
Yeah, I
dope,
like that.
dope.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love that.
Nice.
That's
Well,
definitely.
definitely thanks for joining us tonight, Mr. Josh.
Absolutely.
Now tell us a little bit about, who you are and introduce yourself to all the listeners out there.
My name is Josh Stone, and I got into the music business through Chuck D. I learned from production and A&Rs through G. Nelson, and I'm here now to do the artist thing because I produce for a lot of these artists, and I see these new artists who are just really like copying trends. So Chuck said, "Why are you making these other artists hot? You got the production. You gotta be like the white Kanye." So
Okay,
three
that's a
beats,
great.
3 beats a day, 48 bars times 3 is 144. So that's what I've been doing. While all these other people are just like they're just flaunting. It's not real. It's just a gimmick.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, Josh, where are you originally from?
I'm from Long Island, but I was always hopping around because in my previous life I was actually drafted into the NHL,
Oh, okay. What's the NHL?
National Hockey League.
Oh. What's
You know I know because I'm a
Yes.
sports fan, but that's awesome. I could tell you're East Coast the way you got that little twang.
New York.
So you're in the sports. Okay, we can tell by the physique. If y'all were here right now, we
Yeah.
got a nice looking little man with a
Yeah,
physique.
definitely.
And not only that, I was on your Instagram and I seen you with your shirt off. So I'm like, okay, I see.
Okay.
What you
Champagne
do?
party.
Do you work out or?
Thirst trapping.
Yes, you gotta work out. You gotta
Eat good, anything?
mind, body, soul, eat clean,
Yeah.
and just enjoy life in these beautiful California trees
Nice.
and trees.
Trees and
Women-
trees. That's what I was about to say because they say that you are well. Let's get into the first single, the single that we're going to talk about. Joshua, is it Joshua Stoner? Right?
Yes.
Joshua,
Okay.
why she call you by your
Joshua.
government?
No, because that's what the song is called, and he was talking about stoner. So I'm like, let's go into that. Let's talk about this song. So a little bit about what is the concept of Joshua Stoner?
Concept is just like I'm here, I'm arrived as an artist, and obviously throwing some punchlines around to make that with the weed because I'm a really big heavy smoker.
Yeah.
So I actually got something in the works, can't name the artist yet through the lawyership, but it's called Smoke With Me, and that's gonna be on the album. Another record with Jim Jones, who got the Saucy, shout out to the Saucy family in Brooklyn, Harlem.
Yes.
Real vibes only, and I'm always heavy on that smoker.
What's your favorite strain?
That's what I was
favorite
gonna say.
strand?
Indica, I bet.
Indica, yeah, it's indica, but it's also the White Widow that in Amsterdam won the the trophy cup, whatever it is. If
Yeah.
you've been to Amsterdam, so it's like anybody got that White Widow, just send it this way.
Well, I'm from the Bay, so I've definitely smoked White Widow, and
Yes.
that is some fire,
Fire.
for sure. Yeah.
Now, is that the kind of knock you out? Because I don't want them to knock me out.
Yeah, it's a for sure knockout. Yeah.
I get to I'm backwards. I get creative.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
It's backwards for me. So sativas calm me down, but indicas get me into that creative state.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
how long have you been in California?
California, when I was working previously, I was in California literally since like 2010, but I relocated here because I'm like, why am I staying at the W across from Argyle? This is being
Yeah.
taken out of my check, whatever. So when I came as an artist, been out here like 4 years.
Okay, all right. So do we have the best weed?
You
Yes.
you got the best weed. Yes.
All right. We needed to hear that.
Shout out to OG Louie and Berner.
Hey, but it grows in the Bay, so you gotta get the shout out to
Hey,
Northern California.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Of course. Shout out to North Cali. Cali's the best state to me. Like it really is.
Yeah.
Like very calming. Like the energy's different.
Yeah, the energy's different.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, speaking of that, so how was the transitioning coming from the East Coast? I know people from New York can be, from the East Coast, very
they
serious.
cuss you out. They cuss you out for anything.
Cuss you out. Here is a little bit more laid back, so how was it the transition coming from there to here?
To me, that you're 100% right, and that's why it's funny, because I needed to come out here really on the wisdom of Chuck D, get away from that crazy New York scene, and just come out here where everyone's showing love, which is different. New York's very grunt, like we're here, it's more everyone's embracing you, which is great. So I love how California embraced me. That's why Pac loved it out here, right, for a reason. So you know.
So it's cool that you're out here, but you do stay connected with your people on the East Coast, correct?
Always.
Yeah, we hear you have something going on with Mano. Is that something you could talk about?
Yeah, I can talk about it. The record's called Race to Be a Winner. Shout out to Mano and the whole Hustle Hard family. The video's gonna be coming out soon, and I'm just waiting on a couple of executives to sign some papers. That's it.
Okay, all right, y'all hear that?
So what do you think your biggest impact on music, like, from other artists was?
Other artists, I was listening to like Tupac growing up, Biggie.
Now I'm gonna stop you right there, because a lot of people, every time I look at like the top, rappers, they always try to play Tupac and have him like number 50, and they got, I think I seen one where they had
the new artist.
They had Joe Budden number 3. Now I'm not saying he ain't good.
That's a joke.
I'm not saying he ain't good now, and I'm not. No, I like Joe Budden as a person, but it's like, who writes these lists?
Joe
like,
Budden number 3.
Pac should be number 1, and then Biggie. I'm just gonna say that.
I'm with you. I'm with you all day.
And this is he from the East Coast, y'all. So you
but
hear
that's
that.
no disrespect to Big. R.I.P. to Big. God bless the dead.
But they never show enough respect to Pac.
The new generation. That's the problem. The
generation.
authenticity was missing. So when I was producing all these artists, Nicki, whoever else, it was just really like the author. And I'm not saying she's not authentic, but literally like these newer artists were really talking about nothing, like thinking they have to get like face tattoos, this, that, where it's not back in the day, where it's like the authenticity and you having a pen and you got some production, Dre, Easy, ERP, that's what's missing is the authenticity.
Yeah, because what people don't know is that Pac was a poet.
Of course.
He didn't know that he, wrote and he was more into his feelings, but when you heard him, fuck you and all that shit.
When you
like
hear
they
that,
think, oh, he just trying to be hype. Like
when you hear the album, like that, it's crazy you said that, because I just say I'm writing poetry over production.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
That's
how I look at music as well.
Exactly. It should be. It should be back to that. And like you said, a lot of these new artists, they don't pay homage to the people that have brought the game to where it's at. And a lot of it, I mean, I love every coast, but the West Coast does kind of get slept on as far as the OGs in the game. Even E40, they be having a lot of like.
Shout
out to E40.
For real.
So real quick, top 10 for you.
Top 10. Overall?
Yeah, overall.
Overall?
Top 10.
Overall?
Think about it.
I'm thinking.
Who's your top 5? If you can't think of 10, top 5.
We can think top 5.
Top 5. Tupac. Biggie. It's like I'm thinking of producers. I'm thinking like how don't you say like Big L, because he inspired like the Eminems to like have that quick pattern flow. So like I don't say that, but Jay-Z, Nas, and I'd have to say either Eminem or Andre 3000.
Yeah.
But shout out to Fifth.
I like that.
Eminem is up there for sure.
Yeah, that was a good list, definitely. Okay. So did you bring any music for us to check out today?
Yeah, I brought it with me. It's gonna be checked out in a little bit. So stay tuned. Stay tuned, right? Champagne
we gotta
party.
Wait. You're making us wait.
I don't have anything on me. I gotta talk to my team.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna listen to some of that fire you got for us.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Joshua.
Real vibes
only.
You already know. What's up?
Champagne party. Stoner.
What's up?
Can we call you
What's up?
Joshua, or is it just Josh?
Whatever it is. It's real vibes only. Joshua.
Yeah, Joshua is definitely what I'm gonna call you. So we're just basically talking, about new versus old, and I do
Mhm.
like your top 5. I would definitely concur with that.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
go. Real vibes only.
We definitely want to hear what you got working with, though. We want to hear what your magic is.
Okay. I mean, we got Joshua Stoner. I know that we're playing that in a minute.
Yeah.
That charted. The second one said that I couldn't. That charted.
Okay.
Oh.
So the people respond. You know. Shout out to the whole team, because you're nothing without your team in this industry.
Yeah.
And the third record, Real Vibes Only, charted. So we're 3 for 3, and we're just ready to go.
Dope.
So what do we have? What are we playing today?
All right, we got Joshua Stoner first.
Joshua Stoner.
I think we even got a snippet of the Mano record coming out as well.
Okay, for sure. So we're gonna introduce our first song called Josh Stoner. Hey.
But you know what it is, man.
Real Vibes Only. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a stoner. Joshua Stoner. Your girl, she's a loner. Head in the rover. She swallowed me sober. She loves them sonar. Real vibes only. We taking it over. Speak to the owner. Joshua Stoner. Yeah, I'm a stoner. Yeah, Joshua Stoner. They hate my drip, but fuck them cause I got a ball. I'm stacking papers, talking bucks like Giannis tall. We're coast to coast and the models, yeah, we have them all. The hate is real, so the Goonies, yeah, they stay on call. Yeah, I'm coming for the top spot to take it all. You can run your mouth, but then we're gonna have a brawl. Executives stay on hold when I'm on these calls. I'm about my paper, bitch, don't confuse me at all. Yeah, I'm a stoner, Joshua Stoner. Your girl, she's a loner, head in the rover. She swallowed me sober, she loves them sonar. Real vibes only, we taking it over. Speak to the owner, Joshua Stoner. Yeah, I'm a stoner, yeah, Joshua Stoner. Yeah, I'm a stoner, Joshua Stoner. Your girl, she's a loner, head in the rover. She swallowed me sober, she loves them sonar. Real vibes only. That's lightweight, let's go.
You got a little freaky in that song, I heard.
All you think about over there, you little nasty girl.
Because I was listening.
I know. And she needs some detox.
Yeah, we heard that.
Eat in the box, I heard that part.
What you heard was in the box.
Speaking of boxing, do you eat it? No.
Do you? No.
Yeah.
He said,
If you're a real man, you gotta eat that.
Listen, man, take notes.
You don't want us to go there. We'll go there.
No, but that's,
before we go
definitely,
there-
that's definitely some fire, though. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
no,
bringing
no,
that. You
no, I
know, the
appreciate
industry
you,
needs
man.
this realness. You know what I'm saying? RVO, we need this.
For life.
Definitely.
For
Now, why
life.
did you name that song Joshua Stoner, you would say?
Just as like my introduction to the game, like that's who I
Yeah.
am. I'm playful. Like my music isn't really about to make like people happy. Like I do it for all types of energy and all types
Yeah.
of vibes to be able to relate. So you get a song like that. So I just wanted to come out like a little softer because the rest of the album really gets into that niche marketplace that really hasn't been tapped into, that authentic marketplace with the production value that really supports it.
Right.
So I'm just excited just to play more music, do what we do, and talk, chop it up. Let's get it.
Right.
Real
So you
vibe.
like fuck the whole commercial shit. You trying to bring back that authenticity,
Yeah.
authenticity of
but-
the actual, you know.
But we got the commercial shit too, so it's
No,
whatever
you
you
need
want
a
to
little
do.
bit of both, but you know we love the
Everything.
realness though.
Yeah, no, definitely. Especially coming from the East Coast. Because, you know, East Coast music is normally, like, lyrical and all hard. So that was definitely more like a vibe.
Yeah,
Smooth.
yeah.
You can drive to it, smoke
Right.
to it.
Appreciate
you can do a
you.
few different things.
Appreciate it. I always try to keep. That's the thing. Like I don't put myself in a box as a producer, and I never have. So I could really be on some Dre, Scott Storch shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I could be on some like you said, East Coast shit, where
Yeah,
it's more
right.
like darker punchlines. So you get a little bit of everything, and you be able to relate to it as well. So it's about being able to relate to the records.
Right.
Definitely.
Should
Now,
be
were
about.
were you a producer before you were an actual rapper? I guess you should say. I don't know.
Yes.
I would say the artist rapper. So you were producing first.
Yes, I was actually I was a road manager for DJ Who Kid, and then I was an A&R up at Sony RCA, and then I had to talk with Chuck D, a couple others, and they were like, "Why are you making all these others hot?" That was like really like the learning experience of like how the industry could really fuck you and not pay you for your beats. Shout out to Eric Bellinger and DJ Self, by the way.
Yeah.
Dope interview today. But just to stay back on track, that was really like the learning period.
Yeah.
And Chuck said, build your own production company.
Right.
You produce. You're writing these bars for some of these artists. no hate. No shit.
Right. Well, how do you feel as far as being, you know, I would say white but Caucasian in the industry versus, you know, majority of the people that are the forefront are, you know, black?
I don't really feel any type of way because anybody in the industry who knows me or anybody that I know knows that I am authentic and I'm me. And this is what it is. Like, you just don't get features from Jim or me, you know, like our relationships go a lot deeper than just music. So it's always more than music with the people that I'm with or I relate to or are with me.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's dope.
So when would you say that you developed a passion for like music? When did you knew this is my thing?
Passion for music I always had, even like I was saying earlier in the hockey days, it was something that I really just fell in love with. Like, everybody else was listening to like country music. I couldn't really relate to any of that because when I was like literally 7 years old, my brother's babysitter gave me a tape for my birthday, and it was my first tape ever, a Lily cassette tape, and it was Nas Illmatic. So that was like the first in music I was really introduced to. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was that back in I was like 7 years old. It was that, and then Slam by Onyx.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that
let the boys be booked. So it's like you know what I mean. So that was what I had in my headphones banging during hockey while all these other guys that I played with who, you know, won a couple Stanley Cups or whatever.
Right.
Like, so it was like just a transition period, but definitely like very humbling because I was much more cocky, arrogant in the regards in the hockey world, where I really had to go through the industry, learn it, to really humble myself down and be able just to get focused.
Yeah, that's so. You know, I actually can hear some of the West Coast artists on that Joshua Stoner, like Snoop or somebody. Shout out to Dog.
Crazy, you said Snoop, man.
Yeah,
that's
the homie, Snoop. But we definitely want to hear some more of your music. Can we, you know, can you give us some more of that heat? Like, what's the next song we get?
You're only getting heat. I see my favorite. Shout out to Young Jeezy. His new album is fire.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fire. But like to me, like one of the best albums is like the Get Rich or Die Trying album, and that like type of like authentic feel is what I compare my album to.
Yeah.
So this first EP, so I'm just excited to play it. So heat all day, 1 through 15 or 1 through 7, whether we're doing EPs, LPs. Let's just go. Let the music speak for itself.
Y'all heard the man.
So right before break, we're about to play this new heat from Joshua Stone. Let's do it.
It was just being like, Mane was really like one of the most authentic artists really ever. Like, he smacked so many people. Like his like legacy in the game is he's known to be that guy that like is that goon in New York, you know?
Yeah.
So just this record, he really like comes out and his verse is crazy. As you heard, and shout out, rest in peace to Tupac, as he shouts out to Pac from the East Coast. It's just all coming together.
Right. And shout out to Mano, man. I almost met Mano, and I hope I get to go to the East Coast to meet him. Now, you going back to the real vibes only. You have a passion for authenticity, and I know that in the music industry right now, it's a lot of fuckery going around.
Too much. It's all fucking. It's a bad talent show.
You know what I have noticed though, because I know you're a producer. They've been making new songs over old tracks. I mean, it's been doing that since the beginning of time, but how can we relate a good song if it's on an old good song? You're just changing the lyrics.
No scrubs. Shout out Ed Sheeran paying 400 mil, man. You don't even know. Ariana, I'm about to get my check, but I gotta stay silent with NDAs and all that. Yeah. But basically, I have my like own sound, so I'm not using all these samples that these guys are doing. Like, that's what I'm talking about, like the originality. Like, I have my own sound, and I'm gonna let the music just like speak for itself, because like at the end of the day, all I could be is authentic, and I could just make these beats as good. And I'm saying this with just confidence, to me, better. Because I'm coming with something that's not in the industry right now.
Right.
And that's that niche sound that I was talking about earlier, where it's really, that's what's really missing.
Right.
Like, that authentic sound where it's, you know that it's my record that's coming out.
Right.
Yeah, we need that. We definitely need that. Like, you know, every moment, every generation has its time, and you bring in the real back, and I respect that.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And you gotta have us in your next music video in the corner drinking champagne. You know what I'm saying?
The corner.
Hit Echo or Phantom, man. You'll be there.
In the corner, in the middle, the side, up, down, left, right, all of it.
In here. No.
Why you want to stand on the corner though?
Yeah.
You know you in the corner, you know, throwing them.
No, that's like some hoe shit. Stand on the corner.
Oh man.
No, not on the club.
She said on the corner.
Okay, we're not talking about Slauson and Prairie. We're not talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're not talking about the street corner. We're not talking about the whole stroll, bitch. Where's your mind at?
Talking about Western,
We're talking about the
Figueroa.
club or on the side of the pool. And if you need houses, let
Sunset
me know because I got all the houses in Hollywood Hills.
Hollywood.
Let me do my promo. If you need any houses in Hollywood Hills, I got you. I got them all.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
It's the plug.
I
What
sound
they
like
talking
you're
about?
talking
soon,
What
right?
they talking about? That's another record. What they talking about?
What they talking
You
about?
said, what you talking about? That's what they talking about. We just shot that video.
She
That's
talking
coming
about
out
the
as
whole
a.
show,
No, I got you.
And Joshua,
So you said
what are some of the trends in music industry that really bother you?
The trends that bother me are really like just copying other people's sounds, like
Yeah,
you were
like
literally
you're
just saying like 2 seconds ago. So I know that people really are getting back to like wanting that like authenticity.
Yeah.
You know, like within the music and the artist as well, because like
Right.
all these other artists are so packaged and just following other like trends, like you're
Yeah.
saying. Like how many people since 6ix9ine, who's the most fraudulent person ever, just started tattooing their faces
Right, yeah.
because this
Yeah.
guy, like no hate on people who tattoo
Yeah.
their faces, it's just not like you don't see me when he
Yeah.
tats on my face,
But it
like
is a monkey see, monkey do, which is sad.
bunch of clowns.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
clownery at its
Bunch of
fullest, and you know, I
fools.
feel like a lot of times the OGs don't really pass down the game because they're like, man, if you ain't gonna learn, we ain't gonna teach.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, you know, we gotta, you know, let the faith, you know, have its time and bring the real back, you know,
For
RVO.
life.
Sometimes they have to step up and take, like, you know, like, let them know how to, like, what they're supposed to do.
That-
Because sometimes you have to lead.
You gotta pay, and also like I pay homage to, on my first album. I always wanted to make sure like I pay homage to the people who helped me. So that's why I got the Tony Yayo feature, Candy for Your Kids. That's why I'm showing respect and homage to the OGs, really. Like where a lot of these
Right.
new artists are like shitting on them who paved the
Yeah.
way for them. So how does that make sense?
Now,
So-
are there any? Sorry to cut you off, but are there any, artists that you plan to work on in the near future?
Yes, and the songs are done, but
Can you give us a little?
due to NDAs I can't, but that's the other side of the business.
Yeah.
But I could tell you like who I'm looking to do features with. Kendrick,
Yeah.
definitely respect
What
him.
about J. Cole?
J. Cole's cool, but like I know him in person because he went to Queens Community College. He's a
Oh.
cornball. But shout out to Mark Pitts, it's all love. Like it's all love. But Eric Bellinger, I really like. I'm feeling like his sound. Like he got a project dropping tonight. That
Shout out to Eric.
Yeah, shout out to Eric. Yeah, he really has like been like the most accepting person out here, and I like him and Joe Moses as like the new artists coming up.
Yeah.
And then really just like on the west side, it was always like Snoop, Dre. You know what I mean? Like those were also like influences
Yeah.
in my production wise.
Right.
Like, so I'm able to really carve the sound out.
And were you ever able to work with Nipsey? I know that.
Rest
yeah.
in peace to
Yeah,
Nipsey.
R.I.P.
It's crazy.
Nip.
Like for real, like we were supposed to do something together, and then right before,
Yeah.
and we're both Leos, so.
Hey, are you a Leo?
Yeah.
Oh, let me find out.
So
Late
rest
happy
in
belated
peace.
birthday.
No, I appreciate it. Rest in peace to Nipsey for real. So
I know.
I just feel like I would have loved to hear like that next album and that work from him because I really see myself in like that direction like, for the East Coast, but I
Yeah.
could rep it in the West Coast.
Yeah, he's definitely part of the RVO family.
Facts, like that's what I'm saying. Like
And I actually
RIP.
live around the corner from his, clothing store, and I
Awesome.
seen it progress as the time went by of his death, and now they got it caged up. Like can't nobody even walk over
Shit.
there, and it's pretty much sad. But
That's crazy.
Yeah.
you could take the RVO, to the next level in honor of
100%.
Nipsey.
Do
You know what I
Puma,
mean?
do Puma something. Yeah, shout out to Rock Nation that did that with him. So
dope.
that's dope. But
That's
R.I.P.
dope.
to him. His music, yeah, he'll live on forever to me. He's like a Pac of this
Yeah, he is,
generation because
yeah.
he was before his time. Like you said,
He
you
was.
saw, and it's all about giving back at the end of the
It
day.
is.
Yeah.
These guys are also, like you said before, some of the things like they were wearing chains and grills just because that's what they see
That's what they
before
see.
them.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
who they really are.
Right.
So
Yeah.
and then their music is very similar to what's already
Right.
out. So like that could only last you 15 minutes. I'm here to
Right.
be here in the longevity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
even
right.
the extensions, I feel like their music was really depressing. Like it was more about like,
Sad.
like.
Kill yourself.
And it's
Kill
sad.
yourself.
It's sad. I mean, you know what though? Prescription drugs have took over our,
Yes, that's
our.
what's going on.
Because back in the day, it was, it was weed and alcohol. It still is for our generation, but the new generation's on opiates and all
Oxys
that.
and Roxys. Everybody's
Everybody.
med.
Yeah.
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 They just
Shout-
want to pass out, it look like.
Man, we gotta-
Kill yourself.
For real. That sounds like some Dave Chappelle shit. That shit was hilarious.
I know. We just saw that earlier.
Now, Josh,
for sure.
outside of the music, topic. Now, before you leave us, I know you did say you're a Leo, and Leos, normally have a lot of women that surround them. Are you are you seeing somebody special, or are you in a relationship?
Yes, I have a fiance. We just got engaged in March.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to Love.
She's actually right over there.
Love wins.
She didn't even have to speak. I was looking like, that's her. I seen it on her face.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So yes.
Shout out to Love. Love wins.
Love wins.
That's dope.
Now, how would you say that? I know she is, here next to us, but how would you say you deal with being in the public eye and still maintaining that, balance with your fiance?
We're really like very opposite, so like that yin and yang balance just brings us together. So
What's her sign? Can we ask?
her sign is a Gemini.
Gemini.
Personalities.
I fell in love with a Gemini. The Gemini didn't know there was two of them.
That was about to
Made
say.
them cry, you know what I'm saying?
Did you really get two people?
Did
she?
95.5, but
Okay, all right.
there's always the better half.
Yeah, Leos are a lot to deal with, so shout out to the Gemini.
Yes, absolutely.
I got one more question. How would you compare the LA rap scene to the East Coast rap scene?
I would compare it. I compare it in like, you mean like for like the culture of it?
Yeah, the culture.
The culture of it. New York right away. If something's not banging, they'll tell you right away.
Yeah.
West Coast, it's really more like they're supportive of like what your dreams and ambitions are. So if the song's not knocking like that, it's still like love at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Where like New York, this is like personal. Like it's like you're trying to do what I'm doing. Like, but there's room for everybody. But at the end of the day, how many times can you hear the same bullshit over and over like on recycle?
Right.
So
it's a little
cheesy.
It's a little more cutthroat in New York. Is that what you're saying?
We 100%.
Yeah.
Like out here, it's women, weed, weather. Everybody's relaxed. There's palm trees in the city. And the weather's really the best part, nicest part, because in New York you don't know what kind of day you're gonna have. So you might wake up pissed off because it's raining. Here you know it's gonna be nice at some point. You know what I'm
That's why
saying?
y'all so damn mad out there?
Think about it. It's
I
so
swear, I
weather.
went out there like, what is wrong with y'all motherfuckers?
It's about to be freezing
I
out
visited my sister in Jersey, and we went through like 3 or 4, 5 tunnels and bridges, and I'm like, where am I? Like, I can't even ride a bike around here. Like, you can't just go up the street anywhere. And I damn sure ain't taking the train. I see people doing all kinds of shit on the train in New York. Like,
You don't know the trains, no subways, Uber, or walk.
Uber everywhere, walk.
But it's too cold to walk over there. That's what I'm saying. Everyone wakes up here happy. I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna go to work. It's
Right.
like,
We on vacation in this bitch
Yeah,
all
you know.
day, every day.
but we're working in a New York minute. That's what I'll say. Also, the difference is like, you get a Cali 15 or a New York minute. Everybody's rushing to get things done. Like some of the deadlines I get here, like I get the beats done, the songs done in like 2 days, and then they don't need it, like scores, whatever, for like 14. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's almost done, but the shit's already finished. Like,
That New York mentality will take you anywhere.
Yeah, shout out to Robin Erdang too. Phantom, Susan Cantor, the whole scene. Real vibes on me.
Shout out to Echo too.
Oh,
Echo Haddix in the building. We got
Okay,
Echo Haddix in the building, which is sexy.
First lady of LA.
Yes.
Running the city.
We love us some Echo.
Running the city.
Now, Josh, before you tell us where everybody can find you and everything, before we close this out, now what tips would you say for people who are in a relationship but still in the public eye? Like, what tips would you say on how to, handle that?
I would say that you have to really just be honest with your partner, and communication is key. That's everything. If you can't communicate, communication and trust. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. You don't have a foundation.
Right.
So you have to build a relationship on a foundation, communication, trust.
Definitely.
Hey.
Well, shout out to your engagement.
I
Thank you so much for joining us.
Please tell us where to find you, and then we about to go out to one of your other bangers.
Let's go. It's realvibesonly.com, and you can get everything from there. But the IG is I am Josh Stone, and Facebook / I am Josh Stone. That's what it is. But as said, the website's realvibesonly.com. You can get the merch, the hats, everything you need, the music, and some exclusive drops that are going to be happening. I just can't mention yet due to contract obligations and these lawyers who take fucking forever and work 2 days a week. Like, I don't get it, but I'm just doing what I do.
We really appreciate you coming to your whole team,
thank you
your
for
whole
having
family,
me. Thank you
to
for
your
having
fiance, to Echo. We really appreciate it. Please
Josh
check
Stone,
us
y'all.
out with
Let's
this
go.
banger.
Real
man,
Josh
it's the
Stone.
champagne party.
Champagne.
And Marcus King presents. We love you.
Comedy.
Let's go.